Hello, and welcome to a special announcement by U.S. Tech Workers. It's Wednesday, December the 19th, about 10:30 at night. My name is Kevin Lin. I am the founder of U.S. Tech Workers. I'm also the executive director of Progressives for Immigration Reform. And the special announcement is this: H.R. 392 is dead in the water. All the U.S. Tech Workers subscribers know what I'm talking about. For those who might be the uninitiated, H.R. 392 is a bill that has been in Congress for a couple years, looking to see light of day, and essentially removes country caps in our visa and green card programs. And the benefit to the unscrupulous corporations that push this is it would allow a glut of H-1B visa holders who've been displacing American tech workers for years to dominate our green card system. And fortunately, this has been stopped. And interestingly enough, this afternoon, early this afternoon, when I put out our newsletter, I was cautiously optimistic that we would be victorious on this front. But earlier today, Leon Fresco, the chief lobbyist for Immigration Voice, a group that has been really pushing H.R. 392, and sent out in his tweet today that, and I quote, "We left everything we could on the field, 330 House sponsors, 20 Senate sponsors. Nothing could be done once it became a clean CR." That's continuing resolution. That's a way for, if Congress does not pass an appropriations bill, to kind of punt it down the vote down the road, pass a resolution in which they'll fund at current levels until that vote is held on the appropriations bill. Then he goes on to say, but many thanks to Kevin Yoder and Senator Mike Lee and other champions who are too many to name. We will be back and we will finish the job. Well, Kevin Yoder is the congressman from Kansas's 3rd district. He's a Republican, and he is on his way out the door. He did not win his re-election bid, and largely because I believe it was tech workers, groups like Protect U.S. Workers, who as soon as he had used his position to slip H.R. 392 as an amendment into the DHS appropriations bill back in July, they and other tech workers across the country took action. They did things like put billboards up in his district, informing America of his, what I call almost a treasonous act, and certainly an act that hurt U.S. workers. And I believe that probably impacted his election capabilities. So that is gone. Now, as Leon said in his tweet, we will be back and we will finish the job. Well, I'm sure they will be back. There's a lot of money. The corporate interests desperately want this kind of legislation that only accelerates the displacement of U.S. tech workers. And just understand, too, this isn't just one bill. This is all part of what I call the serfdom agenda that the corporatocracy is ramming through Congress. What they want to do, essentially, is hollow out America's middle class and replace it with near or serfs, actual serfs, who are only too happy to take a job for ever lower wages with little or no benefits. So we've got our work cut out for us as tech workers, but we've done an excellent job in coming together, organizing. I mean, look at what happened. And again, let's take a look at this group, Protect U.S. Workers. They sent thousands of emails to Congress. U.S. tech workers, we sent hundreds of faxes to various ethnic caucuses informing of what will happen to their group should this legislation pass. Protect U.S. Workers held about 20 conference calls with senators and congressmen to talk to them about the pitfalls of this legislation. And at the end of the day, there just wasn't enough support for it. And I think we also need to mention people like Senators Durbin and Grassley, who have been long-term supporters of U.S. tech workers. For instance, Senator Grassley was prepared to use his chairmanship position of the Judiciary Committee to rip out this H.R. 392 amendment from any appropriation bills that came through his committee. And failing that, he would have fought it tooth and nail on the floor. So with champions like that, you can see where the appetite for this kind of fight, just wasn't there in a lame duck Congress. So that's the good news for tonight. It's really Christmas early for tech workers across the United States, but gird up, because things like this are going to come back and hit us. But we're going to be better prepared next time, and we're going to be actively organized.